the San Francisco 49ers.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the...
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 14 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a play fake. Rodgers out to his left. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 39 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell, a beautiful fake. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Ayuk complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Kingsley Keke. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Nifty move. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, now Rodgers dancing to his left. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdes-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry drops it for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And here's Rodgers on the return. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete to Adams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And again, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Open man, this is Lewis. And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 66 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run again with Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run forward with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. There's Garoppolo to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Rodgers to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Steps away to his left. Touchdown! Davante Adams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
4 yards remain for second down.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They fake the give. Now Rodgers steps away. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they said, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Garoppolo on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo to throw.
This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Gold is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Rodgers throwing here. Gets around him, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rodgers to throw. Being chased out left. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Now Garoppolo. This to possibly force OT.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
One final try now for Garoppolo. This to possibly force OT. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.